Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Natasha binti Muhammad Samri. Metric number 264436 and my partner is Nurul Husnina binti Mak Nazlan and her metric number is 264438. We are a student from SQQP 3073 Research Methodology Group B, have doing a research about the factor associated with obesity among university students. Obesity strain in Malaysia is become formidable. The problem of obesity is a complex condition which an individual has excess fat on the body and it is a major health issue all over the world. The obesity problem becomes a serious problem in Malaysia since Malaysia was in the first ranking among ASEAN countries while in the sixth ranking among Asia Pacific countries. Obesity is a serious problem because it is associated with poor mental health outcome and reduced quality of life, especially among university students. The result of the study is to help students to be aware of the factor associated with obesity, and from the definition itself, students may know that obesity is a silent killer for the physical and mental health of students. Therefore, this research may help them to concern about their health. The research had been planned to answer the following question. Firstly, do eating habits play a part to obesity? Next question is, do environmental factors play a role in development of obesity? And the last one is there a correlation between obesity and genetic factor? Particularly, this study has the following objective to be achieved, such as to determine the role of eating habit in obesity. The second one is to learn more about how obesity is influenced by environmental factors and to determine how genetic factors affect obesity among UM students. (100 to 200 respondents from students in UM were selected randomly for the study. Questionnaire will be given via Google Form through WhatsApp group and Facebook page. It will be easier for the respondent to answer the question. There are a few general questions in section A, such as demographic and BMI student. For section B, the question will be focused on factor of obesity. Okay, many researchers was doing the research about the factor that associated with obesity. Various methods have been applied in this research title. The response were obtained through a convenient non-random sampling, where the population is chosen according to their suitability to the study. Mostly, researchers use survey questionnaire as the preferred technique for the data collection. For article MD. Hassan Albana et al. 2020, the study used a t-test and a man-Whitney youth test if the data normally and not normally distributed. Many researchers also use cross-sectional study among their students. And for Roy Tapera et al. 2017, a descriptive cross-sectional study was conducted at University of Botswana between February and April 2016 using convenient sampling to recruit participants. That's all from me, and I will pass to my partner to proceed for the next slide. Thank you.
Then we choose University Utara Malaysian student. University Utara Malaysian is one of the public university of Malaysia and known as Management University. There are 28,866 students coming from local and overseas and consists of undergraduate and postgraduate students. Okay, for the study, we choose randomly 100 to 200 respondents from student in UUM student. Okay, for the data collection, the data collected is quantitative. So the major goal of this research is to discover the factor that contribute to obesity among University Utara Malaysian students. All data from the respondent was obtained via an online manner in which we gave a Google form for them to fill out in order to answer the study questionnaire. The questionnaire used for data collection was divided into two sections, A and B, where section A is more to demographic and BMI students in UM, and section B, the question will be focused on the factor of obesity among students UM. So for section B, we use Likert scale and close-ended questionnaire. This is because the Likert scale questionnaire is the most universal method for a survey, and the responses obtained can be quantified easily for future statistical analysis, and close-ended questionnaire can eliminate obtaining responses that are irrelevant and can cause confusion. Okay, before distributing questionnaire to UM students, the pilot testing will be undergone so that the problem that will be faced during answering the questionnaire can be discovered and eliminated. Method proposed. Okay, so for method purpose, to begin the questionnaire, the collected data will be summarized and analyzed using descriptive static to determine its central tendency, frequency, percentage frequency, mean, and standard deviation. In this study, the collected data will be analyzed using inferential statistics such as percent product movement correlation, analysis, and multiple linear regression. Percent product movement correlation analysis will be undergone to measure the relationship between all the independent variable and dependent variable. The study will then be forecast, predict, and estimate using multiple linear regression. Lastly, the correlation coefficient will be calculated using correlation analysis to measure the strength of the relationship between the BMI and the factor associated with obesity among university students that selected randomly. Result and discussion for demographic respondent. The study analysed a sample of 167 respondents from the target population. This sample consists of UM students between age below 18 to more than 27 years old. The majority respondents are from 21 to 23 years old, which is 59.9%, while the smallest number are respondents under 18 years old, 0.6%. The number of female is higher than the male, 29.3%. On their level of semester, a little half of the respondents are at semester 6, which percentage 52.7%. The rest is only 1.2%, 3.6%, 4.5%, 4.8%, 10.8%, 7.2%, 10.8%, and 3.6%. In terms of race, they are considerably more Malay, followed by Chinese and Indian. The majority of the people in the sample had a normal BMI rate, 77.8%. Students with a BMI of 12% were overweight, while those with a BMI of 10.2% were underweight. Many students are happy with their own BMI rate, and as many are unsatisfied and uncertain on to numerous variables that can cause them unhappy and uneasiness. So next, for achievement of our research for objective 1, our objective uh, first objective is to determine the role of eating habit in obesity. So our achievement is the highest percentage is 64.7%, where more students agree that BMI is an important indicator for evaluating the level of obesity. The lowest item on the role of eating habit is item on question number 24, where 20.4% respondents disagree that supplement or medicine can make lose their weight. This question also gives the lowest mean among the other question, which is only 3.18%. It indicates that students in UM totally not agree that they can lose their weight by taking supplement and medicine only. All questions show the significant effect with p-value equal to 0.001 since the p-value is under 0.08. Since the p-value is under 0.05. There are 58.1% students agree that obesity is mainly related to lifestyle and diet behavior, and we can conclude that there are relationships between obesity and diet behavior. For the achievement objective 2, mostly agree that having home cooked meal at home will make their eat healthier. The item with the lowest percentage, 28.7%, is on question 11 and question 13. This question have asked students about you have desire to eat when you are approaching something unpleasant to happen, and you have desire to eat when things are going against you or when things have gone wrong. There are 43.7%, where mean is 4.06 and standard deviation is 1.040. Students will agree that obesity is mainly related to environment, which is stated in question 5, and we can assume that environment factor can mainly related to obesity. Next, achievement for objective 3, they indicate that the highest percentage 37.7% of respondents agree that the same genetic link to obesity can be seen in every family, where their mean is 3.69 and standard deviation is 1.066. The lowest item on genetic factor towards obesity is item number question 3. Item question 3 also show a lowest mean among the other two questions, where mean is 3.74 and standard deviation is 1.208. Only 32.9 students agree that obesity is related to genetic factor. The rest is not strongly agree with the statement, and it can be concluded that there is also have relationship between genetic factor and obesity, but in a small quantity only. After conduct the questionnaire and collected data, we have got a positive relationship among lifestyle, environment and genetic with obesity. Among 167 respondents of students from UM believe that they are aware about the problem of obesity, which is increasing from time to time, especially among university students in Malaysia. Questionnaire that have conducted was show the main factor that will lead to the obesity. Method used in the research was very helpful for us to get accurate finding about the factor associated with obesity among UM students. Thank you.